A rental clerk hands over a small flashlight. The multi-tool is already clipped on. Still, his thumb checks both again. Why does ready still feel unfinished? Outside, near the trailhead bench, he looks calm and capable. The flashlight ring catches the morning light as he turns it twice. Nothing is wrong. That is what makes the second check harder to explain. He is not being dramatic. He is trying to stop a future mistake before it gets a name. The airport sorting table holds the packed gear case lying open. A battery bundle and waterproof contact card case sit near the zipper. Other travelers close their bags and leave. He stays longer, pressing each item flatter. Then his hand lifts the battery bundle toward the opening and stops above the strained zipper. The case is already full. His hand still searches for a cleaner way to make safety fit. The line moves without him. Inside a train station locker corridor, the locker door shuts cleanly. He tests the portable lock once, then once more. Everything around him looks ordinary. A short trip starts to feel like a test that never says its rules out loud. Trust still asks for proof. A lantern glows across the camp check table. Its bright circle should make the plan easier. Instead, his eyes keep moving around the tabletop, looking for the one missing thing that would prove he was careless. What if being careful never gives him the feeling he came for? Inside the field trip prep room, the mini first aid pouch is already zipped. He adds a compressed towel roll beside it. No child is hurt, no spill has happened, but his hands are already taking responsibility for both. Preparedness has started reaching beyond his own day. The rental car looks fine from the outside. He still holds the tire gauge close to the valve. The small needle moves and his shoulders stay tight because the problem has already started inside his head. The road is still quiet, but the imagined accident is not. Near the ferry safety table, a plastic whistle and folded water bottle sit together. People look toward the boarding lane. He looks toward the exit path first. The trip has not started, but escape already has a shape. Safety becomes the first thing he pictures. During the evacuation drill, the silver blanket folds smaller than his palm. Everyone treats it like a training item. He presses the crease flat, and his body remembers danger before anything dangerous appears. The blanket is light, but the posture around it is heavy. The terminal luggage scale shows the bag near its limit. The number is visible. The worry is not. He shifts one pouch from side to side, trying to make the weight feel less like evidence. A full case mind begins when worry looks practical enough to keep. Beside the open bus luggage bay, he checks the spare shoelaces and the extra glasses case before lifting the bag. One lost item would be small. In his mind, it is already enough to ruin the day. How many backups does it take before leaving feels allowed? Inside the insurance booth, a silver emergency pouch rests on the table. The advisor points to calm options. He hears every option as a doorway into a worse version of the trip. Preparedness starts borrowing trouble. It calls the borrowing responsible so nobody notices the interest. The festival inspection line moves slowly. A rain capsule and waterproof match case sit apart in the tray. The sky is clear above the barrier. Still, clear weather does not feel like proof that nothing will change. It only gives him more time to imagine the change. By the subway lost and found counter, the backup transit card holder slides from his pocket. Nothing has been lost. That almost does not matter. He has already built a small plan for losing it. The spare card feels less like convenience and more like rehearsal. But here's the strange part. Being prepared can solve real problems. It can also keep asking for new ones. The full case mind does not only carry tools, it carries the feeling that one missed detail will become your fault. That is why calm preparation can feel so tiring. The rental return counter holds a basket pressed by a sewing kit and door stopper. They are useful things. They are also proof that usefulness can pile up until it feels less like help and more like pressure. The basket is supposed to empty, but it looks compressed. Just inside the storm shelter entrance, the floor is already dry. The folded water bottle rests near his shoes. He still looks past the doorway. searching for the next problem before the current one is even over. Safety arrives and his attention keeps moving. A quiet lodging desk holds the silver emergency pouch beside the lamp. The room is safe. Nothing urgent is happening. He still opens the pouch halfway, then pauses. The worst outcome has followed him into a safe room and found a place on the desk. A rest stop bench carries the extra glasses case and spare shoelaces beside his bag. He notices them before he notices the open air. A small possibility has become a scheduled event. Loss has not happened, but the rehearsal is already sitting next to him. Near the night trail entrance, the overcharged lantern waits on the bench. Its light reaches farther than needed. He does not look frightened. He looks prepared. That is why the exhaustion hides so well. The same habit that protects him also keeps widening the dark. Under the front seat of the bus, the first aid pouch and towel roll press against his shoes. He checks them without leaning down fully. The motion is quiet, almost invisible. Care has started working overtime, even when nobody has asked him to hold every accident. Beside the gas station air pump, the tire gauge rests in his hand again. The car is still fine. He knows that, but knowing is not the same as feeling finished. The real trip keeps getting postponed by the bad version he keeps preparing for. A dock waiting bench holds the plastic whistle beside a folded ticket sleeve. He picks it up, then sets it down. The water is calm. The boat has not arrived. His attention is already measuring how quickly calm could turn into a problem. Near the home entry shelf, the silver blanket sits inside a small pouch. He tucks the corner in again before leaving. The hallway is still. His body has learned a rule the day never announced. Stay ready, just in case. The words sound sensible until they never stop. Across the checkout table, the sewing kit and door stopper sit beside the key card. He removes one item, then puts it back. The items are not heavy by themselves. Together they make readiness feel like a space that keeps shrinking. Each choice makes the table feel tighter. In the festival grass area, the rain capsule and waterproof match case rest near his bag. Nothing about the afternoon has gone wrong. Yet the habit does not read peace as peace. It reads peace as time to prepare again. The clear sky starts feeling temporary instead of simple. The subway turnstile opens while the spare transit card holder waits in his hand. His main card works. The path ahead is clear. Still, the backup feels more real than the normal path in front of him. He steps through slowly, as if trust needs one last receipt. Below the mountain office at the shuttle stop, the weather radio sits in his pocket, with its corner showing. The sky is mild. The board is far behind him now. Information has already done its work, but his attention keeps trying to reopen it. A small departure gate shelf holds the waterproof contact card case beside his bag. His hand reaches toward it, then stops. The pause is small, but it changes the pattern. Not every possible mistake gets to become the next thing he carries. The shelf stays there. So does the old urge. In the quiet transfer hall, his bag sits upright beside one empty seat. There is no table to sort, no line behind him, no one waiting for him to finish. For the first time, the open space does not immediately turn into another checklist. The absence of pressure feels unfamiliar, almost like something he forgot to check. The station concourse floor looks wide and still. He lets one hand rest by his side instead of reaching for another pouch. What would happen if the next danger did not need an answer yet? The question stays small. It only interrupts the automatic reach. It is not a solution. It is only a gap in the habit. The gear case rests on the terminal floor, slightly open. One battery bundle sits beside it. He does not force it in. The zipper remains unfinished and the day remains intact. Being ready for everything can quietly steal the feeling of being safe right now. The limit was not preparation. It was the need for proof that could still never quite finish.